something special. Welcome to the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Relay Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Roomster. Let's get this thing underway. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going here. They'll return it from inside the 5. So Michigan's offense comes on the field first today. You'll recall that last time they played, the Wolverines won a very close game. That has not been forgotten in Columbus for a single minute since then.
No, and if I remember right, it was the Michigan defense that really stepped up and prevailed and led them to a close victory the last time out. Let's see what happens today if the Buckeyes offense can make the adjustments.
As the first down is still going. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind them, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Receiver makes the catch. Breaking free at the 35. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. The Buckeyes offense gets their first crack now. We got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week, but let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so they'll take a timeout. Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. On the back nine of the season, let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Big throw caught on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Snags the good throw. Brought down, but the game moves the ball all the way to the plus 42.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
It's a shotgun. It's a fumble. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
Wolverines offense is back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Here comes a handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long, and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Gets the first and still running. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. New set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Offense hurting itself with a penalty. 1st down and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And the pass is incomplete. Well, for many, this is the quintessential college football rivalry. It combines tradition, high intensity, and very often high stakes.
Yeah, Chris, I really think the rivalry has changed over the years. Guys in my era would tell you it was a game that was the most heated but the most respected because of the way you were recruited by both schools. There was the Woody, there was the Bo influence on the rivalry. But I think in the new social media era, I think it's more about hatred for the two schools from both sides. It's just a different feel. We'll feel that today when these teams go at it.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He's hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down. So you're on 4th down. Out comes the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. After the miss, it's still a 7-point lead.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it. The ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Handoff here from the shotgun. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Short pass finds the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Buckeyes will send the punt team onto the field. And here's the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down. That's a solid gain in return. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. Will hand it off. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, is the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hurd. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. The pass is incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, and here comes a late flag. That penalty would be a coaching point in position meetings this week. I'm sure that player is going to get an earful from the coach. The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Michigan. Great connection there for 6 points.
Well, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
Like they don't even want to win this one.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to create a big play here. Coverage team flying downfield. Not much gained on that return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. First play of the drive, we're going to throw the football. He breaks through. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
tackle miss.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Important 3rd down play coming up after that completion. So, Kirk, Michigan has the lead here at the end of the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the 1st quarter stats. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the 2nd quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? We begin the quarter with a crucial play. Offense setting up for this 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. The Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. He'll field the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
But that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
He's got it in the open. And they keep the drive going. It's a 1st down to the 46.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Burback and all the great receivers. So this is within their history. It's good that they're leaning on it.
The 2nd down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's in a quick sack.
There you go, defense. Much better job of affecting the quarterback. This guy's already thrown a couple touchdown passes. That time, no chance at all to get his feet set. Nice job of pressuring him and bringing him down to the sack.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Trap again in the pocket.
That's the kind of play right there that this defense has been looking for. Maybe that'll spark them because, let's face it, this game has not gone the way they had hoped. But a play like that sometimes can create some momentum and change the complexion of the football game.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away, and they begin to click now. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
Just outstanding combination of quickness and strength here by this Michigan defensive lineman. Makes me think of Aiden Hutchinson, who, of course, played here recently. Going back to guys like Rashawn Gary, Lamar Woodley, Frank Clark. Great tradition of Michigan defensive linemen on full display right now.
And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to settle out and bring the pressure.
Tries to beat the pressure with a deep shot. It is hauled in. What a catch. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And looking for a big play here. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
That defensive back played that route so well. Right on the receiver's hip, he saw the ball and just swatted it away.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Finds his target. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Going for his running back. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on 3rd down. Now big decision coming up here on 4th.
And it's good from 56 yards.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football on the last possession. They'll test the right side here. First out and more. He's still running. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Takes the handoff again. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But at that time, finally the defense comes up with an answer for it.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Incomplete. There's a marker down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Here's the 2nd down play. Looking for a receiver. Taking a deep shot here to the right. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. That's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the 2nd half.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. And the tackle is made. The defense was ready for that screen. They stop him short of the 1st down.
There you go, offense. That's the way you dig yourself out of that hole. At least now after that big gain, you got a chance here to maybe pick up a 1st down on 4th.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long-range field goal. Quick throw to the left. Finding some room at the 25. And here he goes. A
play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw, but I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
He's wide open. Look out. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Ryan for the end zone, running it right up the gut. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
The extra point is good. They draw within 4, 14-10. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. They'll run it from the gun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid game there.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. First down and 10 now. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Oh, the freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
At the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Running back grabs it on the screen. Breaking free at midfield. And they get the 3rd down conversion. Football moves now to the 45.
Chris, it really looked to me like those linebackers in zone coverage had their eyes in the backfield looking at the quarterback. They lost the running back sneaking out on that angle route. And I thought the quarterback did a nice job of waiting, being patient, and then making a nice throw for a first down.
He'll hand it off. That's the first down and more. You make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33. And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here.
Is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Extra point is good, so the lead is 17-14. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Goes out with a stiff arm. And he stopped at the 20. advantage there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs, only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Short throw complete to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And we're going to throw now on first down. Makes the catch. It's Winston. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. The Wolverines will kick it deep to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The passing game very hard to stop in the first half. Let's see if they can begin to feature the run game here. We get the second half started with the running play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed and ability to diagnose the play blows it up.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. And they'll give it to the back. They bring him down right at the 20.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Interesting play call here. Third and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. A short connection to the tight end here. Tackle right at the 30. Good enough to move the sticks. That'll put him over 150 yards today. Kirk, he is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. Who's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
They look to throw it here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Buckeyes keep. On the move.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Productive drive so far as they reach the 40 with another first down. First down, looking to throw the ball. Wide open downfield. Looks like the player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. That completion makes it second and short. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the ball placed right at the 50. Offense looking to pick up the first down here on third and short. Didn't get there. Defense makes a great stop. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. He's on to kick it away, helping his team with field position. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere with a loss of the play.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Quickly behind the sticks here for the loss. Second down and 11. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. The receiver grabs it. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Running up the middle, but stopped for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense behind the 6 now in 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Here's a target, and it's complete. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants
wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fox. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48.
But let's give credit to the offensive line here. Quarterback had time to look around the entire defense, and just as he's about to get hit, able to check it down to the running back, and look at the big gain. Good job by the quarterback.
On first down, it's play action. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds and a short gain on the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here's the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. They need a yard here on fourth down to keep this drive alive. Gives it to the back. Well, they stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. QB decides to keep it here. It'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. Old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, pitch man. Here the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
He flips it to the back across the middle. They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Wolverines with first and 10 here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before gaining first down yardage to the 22.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
Runner finding some space, though. That's a solid gain on the ground. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Right down the middle. It's Winston. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Deep. Solid gain on the play there, wiped out by the penalty flag. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. One quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He looking right. This one caught. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here. That last catch, Kirk, puts him over 150 receiving yards in the game. Let's start checking the record books. This guy's making a push.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter what the defensive coordinator calls, whether they play man, whether they play zone. The quarterback has been able to find this guy all day long for such a huge day. Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Will he get there? And now the defense able to bring it down.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decision needed here, especially with third down coming up.
Urgency, you've got to put in this lead and slow it down and go. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. The last possession, they were stopped on a fourth down try. Can they get something going here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion at the big tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there, second down coming up. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw over the middle. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
The defense gets these guys to third down. They get a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Second down after that previous play. It's an RPO caught on the left side. The tackle is made. That's a short gain, well short of the marker.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Looking to chuck it again. Quick throw to his receiver. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. That costly red zone interception the last time. Let's see if they can recover from that error. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. drops to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. It's a nice gain. It'll move the football up to the 27. And Kirk, that puts him over 150 yards today. He's just putting on a huge show on a big stage.
Yeah, every time he seems to get his hands on a football, he's making big plays. They have built their offense around his playmaking ability, and it's paid off today.
And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42.
Boy, a nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
0 running right. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. It's a fly to the wide end. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure trying to throw that time.
Here's a great example of the defensive line not fearing the running game. They know this offense, this situation. They've got to throw the ball. So pin those ears back and get after the quarterback.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the 4th quarter. But you got to be careful of being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for offense, looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
That's reeled in. It's Fox. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. A short completion to the tight end. Second down play coming up. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. Grinding away with their running game. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
How about this defense today against this run game? Here we are in the 4th quarter. This guy's not gotten over 10 yards rushing. What a great effort collectively by this defense.
Here we go. 3rd down and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Trying to convert with a sweep. Stopped on 3rd for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Buckeyes will have to kick this away. Hunter getting a workout here, on for the 5th time today. was hoping that would check up, but a big bounce sends it into the end zone for a touchback. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. First down here for this offense. Looking for a man. Caught over the middle. It's Winston. Look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. That's caught. It's Winston. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Looking to throw yet again. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's the target, and it's complete.
Well, the offense has done a nice job of moving themselves down in this area to give themselves a chance. Man, the quarterback's got to continue to make good decisions and not put the ball in harm's way.
Grab near the sticks. It's Winston. And he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That is perfect execution there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. The Wolverines have 1st and 10 here. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down. And here comes the noise. This is going to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. The pocket breaking down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. And they're on 3rd and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pass is off target and easy through as the 3rd down pressure works.
Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
So out comes the field goal unit, one of the biggest moments in this kicker's life. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. A solid kick. And that will tie it. Looks like we're headed for overtime.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Turner decides to field it. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. How will they play this? They've got some work to do to get in the field goal range, but how aggressive will this play calling be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the 2nd and 3rd level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They stop him right at the 24. So tied up after regulation, we go to overtime. Remember, in college football, it's dueling possessions. In the 2nd overtime, if we get there, you have to go for 2 points if you score a touchdown. And the 3rd overtime, Kirk, just becomes a series of 2-point tries.
And I know that's your favorite, to see if we can get to that 3rd series of these overtimes. I love extra football, so I'm looking forward to this. Let's see who's going to win it.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time.
Because we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback. It all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Pass is caught. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Boy, it's 3rd and forever. The defense sits back on what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the first down. We still do have a 4th down, but at least it's more manageable.
And he knocks it right through to make the lead 3 here in overtime.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
So they line up now knowing a touchdown wins the football game. You need a field goal at least to force another overtime. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
I like that you trust your running back and you're still trying to run the football. You got to be careful. You get into overtime, this defense is thinking not just stop this runner, but try to rip that ball out as well.
It's the RPO to the right. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. So 1st and goal here. Can they punch it in and win the football game? QB keeper all the way.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Is he there? Touchdown to win this game in overtime. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.